It was a nice little break, to get some air out, some frustration out, some commentary out.
Yeah, it definitely helps.
Okay. Alright. So prior to the caucus, we already know the situation at hand. We know that there was a mishap with a delivery, a very special delivery for a special cake for one of your good friends. Al, we know that you were unaware of the situation and what occurred to the cake was completely out of your hands. You feel for Kate and Christy. However, you feel that it's not something that should be totally put blame on you. It's something that everything went wrong in all ends. The issue with the delivery boy, the fact that your staff in the restaurant was not aware as well. The children, which we can't really control the children, we all know this. And then overall, all the extra burden that was caused in the remaking of the cake. However, I feel that, a solution is possible. You guys are able to come to a solution. You're both business owners. So let's see what we can work out together and what you guys can work out together.
So, I mean, I don't think, we're definitely taking into consideration our delivery guys, mishap. So what I don't feel like what we're asking for is anything crazy. We're asking for the $300, which is the price of the cake, as well as the $150 on the rush delivery. Obviously, we're gonna take that other $300 that we have to use to make the other cake. But, so I mean, just a total of $450, the $300 for the cake and $150 for the delivery, the rush delivery fee.
How do you feel about that, Al?
Well, them asking me to pay for the full price of the cake plus the rush delivery, it's not really having them do anything. I mean, they're at a loss, but as ever get from a business perspective, that's like me giving them the wrong order and then saying, oh, I messed up. You still have to pay for the original order while you get your second plate.
We didn't make a wrong order though.
But it's,
The delivery was wrong in the first place.
yes, but if the supervision that you chose to watch your children were, how would I put this in a nice way?
Inadequate.
Okay, well, I was trying to go somewhere else, but fine. Then this cake would have been put away until the time of celebration. Yet this cake wasn't put away until the time of celebration. It was left right on a table for these kids to run and get a hold of. Again, we can't control children, but we should be able to, adults should be able to manage the situation, and the cake should have been put away. First off, the cake should be refrigerated. So as soon as the cake came, it should have been, put into the refrigerator, and then wait, obviously until it's time to celebrate. Who just eats a cake to eat a cake? The cake is used to celebrate something,
Great cake.
you know.
We already got to know that out.
Kids eat cake, kids love sweets. And I understand that, but like, you asked me to give you it's like you order a restaurant, you have the food, oh, I don't like this, you gave me the wrong order, you order another plate. You think you expect me to give you another plate for free after you already ate half of the plate? You asked me to you asked me to pay for your mistake as well as mine. I said, I admit that it's my fault about the kids like destroying the cake,
Correct.
I should ask somebody to wash them better, but now you ask me to pay for the cake that you delivered wrong in the first place, plus another extra fee for you delivering it to the wrong person for wrong place to begin with. I have no problem paying the rush delivery fee because, you have to make another cake. So I said, I give you the $150 because I say, hey, you delivered it to the wrong place, you need the cake, I give you the $150.
We still have to take another $300 and make another cake for this party. We still had to make a cake, a rushed cake for this party because your kids can't be controlled.
I mean,
And
money
your-
doesn't grow on trees.
And your driver can't read numbers.
Correct, and the people you use to supervise your children cannot supervise your children.
Now, let's not get in a roundabout here. We already know.
Adult.
We already know.
Correct, you choose the adult to watch your kids.
You guys, 1 second, please.
Doesn't
One
work.
second. Let's just, we were in a good place. We all had time to take a breather. We know already our wants and needs. We know that you guys are concerned with receiving payments or receiving, coverage for the cost that you had. Al, we know that you're aware of the situation and that you are willing to offer the $150, but you don't feel that you should be held fully reliable for everything. So with that being known, what we have to do here is we have to find a middle ground. You guys hear Al's situation. What do you guys feel that there's anything that you can offer as a middle ground?
Well, we do feel that you should be responsible for the cake. His kids ate it. If they didn't eat it, we wouldn't have had this problem. We could have went and picked up the cake and still dropped it off.
Yeah, I mean.
So technically, if you think about it, you know, we're out $750 with the two cakes and the rush fee. We're not asking for $750, we're asking for the price of the cake that he received, that his kids ate, and if they didn't eat it, we wouldn't have gotten that cake back and this problem wouldn't even have happened. Again, we had to use the rush delivery fee.
Al, do you feel that there's any way that you can come to a middle ground?
I do, I have a plan, but I just wanna ask them, where are you taking responsibility for this?
We're
'Cause
taking
right now,
responsibility in that we have to make a whole nother cake. You have to realize that
That's
this
a
cake is not
business
this is our passion. We love doing this. And for your kids to just devour a cake for nothing because
kids love
they
cake.
can't be controlled.
I mean, but that's not the point. I mean, if whoever
Kids love
was
cake,
supervising
correct.
the kids
Adults love
opened
cake.
the
Our
cake
cakes
and
are
saw
amazing.
65th
You're still
birthday,
not
I
answering
mean,
my question, where's your responsibility? You're asking me to take full responsibility.
We still are out the money for the other cake.
300 and then 150 for the other cake. That's a business loss for
We
you
are
delivering
still
one in
out the
first place.
$300, right, and
Exactly.
correct. We can keep going back and forth here.
What it sounds like, Al, it sounds like you feel that you feel that they're not owning up at all, and you feel that, that you should be apologized to as well, or that some recognition,
apology,
you feel
because
that, you feel
my
that you
kids ate
want,
the cake.
you
They
feel
ate
that you
the
want
cake.
some recognition on their end for the
Exactly.
issue.
At least some recognition, rather than say, my kid's this, irresponsible, that, they're not even owning up to like, hey, we fucked up.
Mhm.
They're not even saying that, it's just like, I did this, I did this, I did this. I admit, hey, my kids ate the cake, that was wrong. But they're not even owning up to that wrong business thing. They're not even owning up to that.
Well, the whole problem is that it was your kids. If your kids didn't touch the cake and the people watching your children would have put the cake away, wouldn't have had this problem. You try making a cake for a whole bunch of people that cost $300 in 2 hours and make it perfect and have it delivered.
Do you guys feel that that you guys are gonna keep on going on in
No,
circles here?
no, not circles. I have a solution to this, but again, like I said, they never recognized that there was anything wrong on their part. They're acting like the cake magically appeared in my office.
So then, the $300 for the cake, and we'll bite the rush delivery fee. You guys are still getting the cake. You ate our cake. We'll take the rush delivery charge, which is obviously
It's
the
not about-
extra.
It's not about the money, it's the fact that you're not even saying you messed up.
We
I did say we messed
understand-
up, I
we
did. I
understand
definitely said that we
messed
take
up.
responsibility for our delivery guy.
That's
For
about it.
for messing up. We did speak to him, and, we had, some issues with him, set aside to this, but at the same time, we still had to make another cake.
Okay, so here's the thing, I'm gonna be straight with you, I'm not paying $450. I'll give you $150, but because I know how good your restaurant's cakes are, and like, as a restaurant, there's birthday parties that are held at restaurants and everything, so I'll give you future business, about 10 future parties, I'll have them catered by your company for desserts, but I will not give you $450. You can take the $150 rush delivery fee plus a promise of 10 future parties catered by your company, but you will not get $450 from me.
10 future parties, they have to be at least 100 guests or more.
I can't guarantee what guests I'm gonna have.
Right, correct, but you're not guaranteeing me a time frame either, so I'm just saying the next 10 parties of 100 guests or more. It needs to be worth it.
Do you know how rare 100 guests are for a restaurant?
But you're a catering hall, you
I'm
do
a
this-
restaurant, a catering hall is next door.
Oh, correct, okay, but you still have a hall big enough, don't you?
No.
I mean, at
Our
least,
restaurant is
if we're gonna be making cakes,
365
I think
occupancy.
it should at least
265,
add
correct,
up
so you
to
still
$365
like
occupancy.
$450.
Do you think that one entire person's gonna buy a restaurant? That means you could be waiting years for 100 and something people to take up business deals. On average, a party's about 30 people or more, and that's 2 to 3 cakes. And automatically after 2 parties, you made your cake loss back.
What do you think?
Okay, we'll do it, but it needs to be, we need to set up some type of documentation and be signed.
Of course, well, then
I, the mediator, we can definitely draft an agreement that we can record over this on documentation, we can have both of you sign, it be notarized, and it will be something that is a contract, that you guys, an agreement that you guys came to. If for any reason in the future it's not met, it can be taken up elsewhere, whether it be through another mediation or worst case scenario.
I mean, this is a court mediation.
But we want to
so
avoid
it is
that.
binding.
yes, just know that, I as a mediator may not be called in to testify on behalf of anyone. Let's just get this clear, you have offered, to pay for the $150, as well as offer, them service for 10 future parties that they are able to cater and acquire business from that. You guys accept that offer, you just want it to be in text form, signed to, something that could be, you can look back at and say this and so and so was said.
Correct.
Are we all under an understanding here?
Yes.
Okay. How do you guys feel currently? Do you guys everyone feel satisfied? Is there
I'm
anything
satisfied.
else that you guys need to get out?
No, we're happy.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
To meet you as well.